Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. Well, we're to Thursday. Yay! So this is day 2 of my drawing extravaganza, so you'll want to stay tuned and keep watching to get your 2 numbers for the day. So as you can see from the picture, we are working on this koi pondy looking thing that I got from Easy DIY, and I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm working on, I'm trying to get a fish to look like a fish. So the color that I'm working with right this second is 666. So I've got just this strand, and I did find my thimble, so we'll see how long that lasts. You know, I can only take so much. You know, there was a time when I just used this thing religiously, but now that I've kind of gotten out of the habit, yeah, it's not so good. And as you can see, I'm using both my clips here because I could only find 2 because the rest of them must be with something else. For sure. Yeah, it has been a day. Not a day, but yesterday was a day. It was slow. It was boring. I'm like, oh my goodness. But it was beautiful. I mean, it was like almost 70 degrees. When I got to work, it was lovely. And there was like a slight breeze off and on all day long. The night before, oh my goodness, the wind was so bad. I did that wrong. So we'll just fix it. We'll just fix it. You know, I'm going the wrong way. But I just tucked it right underneath and we're just going to keep on stitching. So, yeah. Get some light on the situation here. I had it turned away because I was showing you a diamond painting and it kind of glares off of the plastic. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it was just horrible windy at night. And then when I got up, it wasn't windy. I mean, there was maybe a slight tad breeze, you know, like 5 miles an hour, nothing, you know, too carried away. And then it got a little bit extreme here and there yesterday, but not too terribly bad. And as you can see, I have stitched myself into a corner, so we're just going to do this because it's too far to go to the next symbol for this color. And we'll just start again. So yeah, I got a wild hair last night. I'm like, I am going to do a koi. I am just going to do a koi. Well, here we are. So I start with one color and, you know, one strand of the color. And I'm just working the color until I run out of it. And then I'll go get another symbol. You know, another symbol color. So, yeah, that's kind of the way I handle confetti. Just, I don't know, just kind of work through it. And sometimes I can stand to go through a whole strand of thread, and others, well, I'll just go get another color. Well, I'll just go get another color. And I just play skippy, hoppy, jumpy everywhere. It's sad. Well, my daughter has to work today, so we're not going anywhere today. They kind of messed up her schedule and gave her 2 days, and then they gave her the option to come in today and then have Friday off. So keep your fingers crossed. We may go up into the hills. Well, they're actually mountains, you know, because they're 14 feet tall. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to try. We want to go up where we took the, what do you call it, pictures? The fall pictures that we always take. But it's probably, we're at 8,000. I would say it's closer to 9 or 10. It's not above tree line because there's aspens up there. So we wanted to see, and it's a 4-wheel drive road, wanted to see how far we can get up there. Because the last time we checked, just even 5 minutes from town, there was still snow, and we fell through the snow. Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. So I want to see how much of that has melted off and see if we can go up there. Just take a little drive. And of course, there'll be pictures involved, you know, if I can, if there's any pictures to be had, you know. So it's getting there, but we're all really impatient just to go up in the hills and walk around and see some of the beautiful scenery and just smell dirt. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? I just got to get out of the house. I just cannot handle it. I get sick of the same routine. Going to work, coming home. Go to work, coming home. Go to the grocery store, coming home. Where did I lose that needle? Come back here, you little booger. So yeah, we both have that affliction that we've just got to go somewhere. We don't care how far you go. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the house. Go see something different. And, you know, and it not entail work. Just go see the countryside. And, you know, I was really seeing the country. I got spoiled when I lived in Kansas because we would just get in the car and we would drive probably 4 miles and just drive around the country for 2-3 hours. Yeah, at a time. Didn't cost any money but a little bit of gas. Didn't even take that much gas. Yeah, and we do that like 2-3 times a week. So, yeah, then you put me in the house and it's snowing and it's horrible. You know, so it was horrible in Kansas. I mean, only because it snowed, it blowed, then they had freezing rain, and you'd have ice and snow that was like stacked up, and yeah, so we took our time when we could do it, you know. But yeah, so I don't know, I've acquired this thing that I need to go for a drive. Now, you know, I used to, not condemn, that's the wrong word, but berate maybe my mother that all we do is just drive around and look at houses and this and that. Hello. She had the same affliction, I'm thinking. Because, you know, she needed to get out of the house as well. What are you doing, dog? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. She's over there and rooting around, trying to get her blanket where she wants it. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish. At least she's not up barking, right? Well, the first number for today is 56. 5-6. We're about out of thread here. I gotta put that there, or, you know, it is what it is. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't have a needle dealy, but I do. I do. And so I got out another color. Now it's all attached to the bottom of this. Oh my goodness. It's kind of a peachy pink. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to fit in the whole scheme of things, but, you know, I'm sure they got my back here because they know better than I. They can see the whole thing, you know. But it's a peachy color. And we're just going to start. Hang on. There's not too much canvas, but there's just enough to flop around over here on the side. So we'll just tighten it back here and get it out of our way. Now I've turned this whole thing upside down. So if it looks weird or funny, that's what's going on. And this canvas is not too bad. Oh, you're going to want to know what that color is. Alright, hang on. I'm glad you asked, right? 778. Hang on. I gotta lay it down. Number 17 is 778. Just looking. Gosh, there's people moving around all day today. What is going on? Where are you going, people? Do you really have someplace to go, or are you just itching to get out like the rest of us? Sorry for my arm reach. There we go. I had to unroll it because the thing's over here and the other thing's over there, and you know how it goes. We're getting there. So we'll just start right in. So, yeah, other than riding around in the hills, I think that's like the main objective. We may stop and get something to eat on the way back home. I have no idea. I don't even know if it'll transpire, you know, because crap always happens, and then we can't go. Like last week, it was the dog. So, yeah, that had to be taken care of. But we just need to go out and do something. It is what it is. And we collect rocks and bring crap back. And, you know, I wish that I was close to a beach, because I'd really like to go and see the ocean. Or the Gulf of Mexico. That's, you know, I haven't seen the ocean since, well, no. Didn't see the ocean then either. That wasn't, the only time I ever saw the ocean was when we were in California and we went to San Diego. So that was the Pacific Ocean. But when I was in Florida, I was going to say, see, way back, when I was like 3, we went to Tampa and Clearwater, and that was the Gulf of Mexico. So that was not the Atlantic side, see. We never got to the Atlantic side. So, yeah. But it'd be nice. But we just like to go and collect rocks. Choked on my own spit, sorry. But, yeah. So it is what it is. So I can deal with going and walking around and smelling the pine trees and, you know, see what's going on up there. Sometimes she doesn't like to go up into like the rocky area. I mean, I don't like to climb over rocks myself, but because there's like a rocky area and then there's like a flat area that you can walk around at the bottom. You don't have to climb these rocks because of the mountain lions, you know, coming out this time of year. And, you know, I've lived in Colorado off and on for the past 30 some years, and I've never seen a bear. And I had some customer come in, and she was maybe in her 20s, possibly early 30s. I don't know. I'm a horrible judge of age. And she goes, "We're going to go hiking tomorrow. Do you know if the bears are out?" I'm like, hello? What do I look like? Do I look like I work for wildlife? I mean, the people, I no. And then I proceeded to tell her that I've been there for 30 years and never saw a bear. And basically barely see deer. I mean, we have deer in town that go across roads. They don't care. They just go across the roads. They live in town, and yeah, it's great. So, yeah, but the bears. Now, my daughter, she was quite young. She was like, 19, well, maybe close to 21. Somewhere. That's back when the drinking age was 21. But she was at a bar, and she was leaving. And as she left, it has like a older back alley type thing, because she just lived like 500 feet from where this was all at. And she was going to walk home, and she looked down the alley, and there was an actual black bear in town. So, in downtown where I live. So, yeah. But I've never seen a bear. Nope, not once. The only other bear I've ever seen was in Rocky Mountain National Park and in Yellowstone. But those are up in, like, well, Yellowstone is in Wyoming. We saw bears, but no. I haven't seen any here. I don't know if it's just overly populated, you know. But, like I said, now, when she saw that bear, that's been probably a good 15 years ago. So, I don't know. Now, where my son lives in Leadville, they get some bear sightings close to town, but not downtown, you know, because there's some things going on there, so. I know, I'm just following the thing. Didn't realize there was so much of this color when I started. But I just go so far and then turn around and come back. Try to get it all in. Then I'll go find another symbol and try to fill it in. But yeah, my goal this weekend is to have a koi looking like a koi by the end of it. And I try to work up the entire piece of thread. So that's how somebody asked me, how do I handle confetti? You just start right in. Just that's all I can say. I mean, that's how I do it. And if I know that there's only like 4 or 5 symbols, I'll only get a small piece, of course. I won't get a full piece, but this had a little bit more to it than just 4 or 5 symbols. There are some symbols in here that aren't too many, you know, to it. So, we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully I'll have a koi done by Monday. I'll give you an update. But I just want to see what the fish are going to look like. Because all the rest of it's immaterial. You know I got it for the koi, right? Between koi and lotus blossoms and plum blossoms, I think I've got my fill. And tigers. Lots of tigers. I always find a new pattern that has a tiger in it. It doesn't take too long to run through a whole piece of thread. For me, about half an hour. It just depends how difficult the stitching is. Or if it's like a big space, it can take me 20 minutes. So. Okay. See, now I'm tired of the thimble. It's got to go because it's hampering my turning ability. It's kind of a pretty peach color. Make a great wall color because it's kind of a pale. It's a cross between, what is that word? Beige and peach. It's kind of got some brown to it. It's weird. I'm coming. I know, you love it when I have to get a new thread. But see that fish, you can kind of see there's one here, there's one there, and then there's one there, and there's, yeah. So if I could just focus, we'd have it made. Sometimes I focus, sometimes not so much. But I like to run a whole thread, you know, just to get rid of it. I don't like them attached. And then go back and, oh, I need some of that. Okay, I got this piece. It's about that big, you know. Because I save everything. Just save everything. I have to quit it. But and somebody also asked if I've run out of thread. I have come really close where I thought I was not going to make it, but I did, you know, by the skin of my teeth, actually. And that was on that, what do you call it? One of my Peking ladies. I can't remember. I think it was the lady in purple. And that's the closest I've ever come. Now, I'm stitching that butterfly, and it's got a whole entire big piece of thread left for every color that I had finished. So, I think it's all in how you stitch. And like I said, I stitch in an area, but okay, there's another symbol up here. I'm not going to stretch that thread to go all the way over here to finish those. I will cut it and restart again for areas. So try not to travel so much with your thread. You know what I mean? And it goes better. You know, you save more. Now the second number today is 21. 2-1. I feel like we're playing bingo. I miss bingo. Yeah, they stopped playing bingo here in town. That was my daughters and I Friday night thing to do. But they couldn't get enough people to play bingo, so they were losing money. So we'll see if they pick it up in the summertime. Not sure. So, but yeah, I like to go to bingo. I know it's boring, and there was people of all ages there. I think it's just a thing for people to go out and do, because they don't have much going on in town at all. So, yeah. Not much going on here. I think the next big thing won't be until, I might lie, August, maybe, for here, you know, of things to do. Now see, I traveled because it's only like 1/4 of an inch here. But I usually don't. And I just keep going to the nearest symbol. But try to conserve your thread. It'll pay off in the end. Now you see that next symbol is like way over here. So we're going to do the thing. You kind of stitch yourself into a corner where there's no symbols out. So I just move around left to right or right to left. It really doesn't matter. And then just keep moving. But this, as I work with this material, it's getting softer and softer. I had to kind of scrunch it in the beginning. But hey, it's working now. It's working now. It was a little difficult starting in the middle of this thing because I only scrunched like the edges. Okay, fine. We'll do it that way. We'll do it the hard way. So, didn't work on anything last night. I was just tired from being bored at work, I think. That happens a lot. But sometimes my problem is focusing on an area. I can't zero in and just not worry about the rest of it. Just worry about what symbol I'm working on this time. I think that's a plus sign. So, no grand plans for today. I don't think I'll go to the thrift store. I have no idea. And yesterday, you know, for all I complained about not getting the mail, yesterday I had to go to the grocery store, you know, pick up my crap for the weekend. And so I didn't have to go back out again on the weekend, go spend more money, you know, just stay at home or do whatever we had planned to do. Of course, at that point, I didn't know that we were going to go maybe tomorrow. So I usually try to get stuff up for the weekend so I don't have to go into town and mess with all that. Yeah. The mail was there before 10 o'clock. I was like flabbergasted. So that was a good thing. So that means that the normal girl is back in town that delivers our mail. So now, might not be that way today. She may have started on this side today and she's working her way around, you know, the other way. So I have no idea. But at least the regular mail lady is back and we're getting mail. Oh yeah. Fun times. Fun times. And today I'm going to sort through all the cross stitches. Today or tomorrow. You know, it depends what happens the rest of the day. I don't know. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it today. You know, don't put off today or put off for tomorrow what you can do today, right? Isn't that Benjamin Franklin? Yeah. Procrastination is my middle name. We can handle that. Yeah. And I end up doing it on Sunday night at the 12th hour before I got to go to bed. You know, that's the way I do things. All right, guys. Well, I don't know that you can see that. I'm going to pull it over just so I can see what you're seeing. But, yeah. So, we'll continue to fill it in and see if we can get a koi done. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for day 2 of the drawing. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Keep stitching.